David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. We are here in the King of Prussia Mall in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. And by the way, you can tell by that opening and by these door pushes, we are in the Omega Boutique. Now, I've been in this Omega Boutique before, but not like this. There's been a complete renovation to make it even more immersive for you and for me. And today's my first day exploring it, and we're going to take you along with it. We're going to see what the layout is, how it welcomes you into the world of Omega if you're new to it, or like me, wearing my 60th anniversary, if you're kind of an old hat, a loyalist, if you will, all the way through to a lounge hospitality. And then we're going to play with a few watches, because that's what we're doing here. So first of all, if we come over here, you'll see that you've got some great picture opportunities. That's not probably why people come in, but you've got a beautiful layout. I love how they have the constellations set out so everybody can take a look at it, the DeVilles, but this is something a little bit new that I want to point out. The constellations and DeVilles also are vertical. They're not just horizontal. Before, you sort of had to look into a watch case, which there's nothing wrong with that. You've got incredible lighting. And by the way, if you swing the camera up, I want to point out something about the lighting. This is very special lighting that Omega is unique to, where you can see nighttime lighting, daytime lighting. It really shows off the watch in different geographies and settings that you might be used to. But what I like about this is, look at this, folks. Now, granted, I'm the only one in the boutique right now. They were nice enough to open it up early for me, but this is expansive. You don't feel like the walls are closing in on you. And you can see that it's very welcoming. The first thing that I said to Joshua, the boutique manager, was, my gosh, I feel like the store is pulling me in. I think that's what they call feng shui. I don't know, but let's explore it even more, because you've got this really cool Superman Fortress of Solitude lights. I'm sure that's not what it's called, but it's really kind of, again, pressing all the light and feeling so your eye is drawn onto these. For example, look at this in this case here. These are some of the limited edition pieces, and you don't get those everywhere. Not every boutique will have a limited edition scenario going on. But you can see the T's in the background, for example, of the Snoopy, as well as the Speedmaster. Now, we love a good Speedy. If you like Speedmaster, and really the foundation of many of the Omega watches and products are the Speedies, the Moon watches. A good friend of mine says, my next watch is a Speedy. Immediately when you come in, your eyes are drawn to that. And probably the second most popular watch, the Seamaster, of which I own a few of the Seamaster in all its glory. And yes, we will get B-roll for you because I know what you like. But if you swing over here, you're not done with the watch journey. Over here, for example, you have more of the Seamasters, the Planet Oceans, in a variety of color. And if we come over here a little bit and take a look at this, it's not just the variety of the different watches that you have, it's also the variety of colors, the tans, the blues, the greens, the silvers, the different colorations. You can really just immerse yourself into it. And one of my favorite cases, I don't know, maybe because it's fun to explore, but take a look at these Seamasters right here. You've got also the bracelets and the rings. It's not just about watches. And by the way, I've got to point out, because this is a full exploration of the boutique, the decor, you know, from Seamaster to Seamaster, some of the coral, it really starts to pull you into the world of Omega. But would you like to be pulled into the world of Bond a little bit? This is a Bond channel. Come on a little closer. You see that, sure enough, they've got the Seamaster still from No Time to Die. There they sit in all their glory. They've got Bonds, they've got Nomis, they've got the strap, and they've got the Milanese bracelet. Absolutely stunning. Now, lest you think this would be sort of the destination, one of the things that this boutique wants to do specifically, and again, this has been described by the people that work here, is as you come through this threshold, there is a separating wall. And through that, you have a certain amount of privacy. Let's take a look. So what's great about this area is this is the area where you have a certain amount of privacy because you're going to have a bit of a consulting session with an Omega expert. You're going to have different bands and bracelets to pick from, different watches. The lighting is still coming down and it seems like you're being pulled into the world of Omega. And you are, because this is where you would sit and you would talk about your purchase or your potential purchase. Why are you getting this type of watch? For example, the 60th anniversary. This pulled me into the world of Bond. But what am I doing from a vocation standpoint? They will walk you through everything. You'll be able to see it under different lights, relax, and who knows, you might even be afforded additional hospitality. Okay, well, here is an incredibly intimate, low-lighted lounge. Now, I love these particular moments with Omega, and this was not here before. You have to understand, this is something new. But you have these darkened windows that you saw when we first came in, and of course, look at this. Unbelievable. You've got the Omega champagne, you've got macarons, you've got the wonderful Omega branding, which is everywhere. But this is a very relaxing moment. I'm sitting down here, falling back into the couch. This is not just about lounging and enjoying a drink and a little bit of pastry. This is not about that. These watches are very important emotional connections and emotional purchases. It's not something that should be transactional. It's something, again, that you really want to marinate in. A lounge like this allows you to sit with the Omega boutique experts, the people that really understand the heritage, the history, the connection that we all have with these watches, and explore them with you. And it does it in a very relaxing setting. Do you perhaps want a little bit of champagne? Oh yes, I think we do. It loosens the mind and the soul a bit, but more importantly, it allows you to understand that this is a luxurious moment in your life. And if we can't enjoy these small moments, then what's the point of feeling alive? Yeah, I went there. But we're going to enjoy this lounge a little bit and explore some more things. Check it out. Okay, I promised you we were going to have a little bit of fun. We're here to look at watches. This is a watch boutique after all, not just a brand. And look at this. We have the new Aqua Terras that were just released. Now this is a size 38, which is great. I mean, first of all, that particular size is fantastic for unisex. You've got a lot of different colors. Some women like to wear a bigger watch, and this is a great mid-size watch for a man. I know I'm wearing sort of the 42 millimeter. Sometimes I'll go even 45.5. But 38 is great, especially when it comes to a dress watch. Now, one of the things I want to note right away is look at the color on here. You've got all of these wonderful colors, really for any likes and bites, but for any type of occasion. I happen to like this one right here, this kind of steely blue, but this one is making all the rage. This one is really popping. And again, there isn't one that really says gender. To me, it's very gender neutral. Pay special attention to the bracelet. The bracelet itself has been redesigned for two reasons. Number one, the former Aqua Terra bracelet was admittedly masculine. This one, again, is really neutral. Anyone can wear it because it's got that highly stylized and fashionable aspect, but it doesn't say male or female. It sort of blends in as the tool it is. But more importantly, look at the way it shifts as I roll it on my finger. That, folks, is about comfort. And all of the bracelets that I've owned are extremely comfortable, even the former Aqua Terra one, but I think this one takes it to an entirely new level. And that's what I like about Omega, is that they're constantly improving, revolving, and transforming. These are the 38s. Let's take a look at the 34s. Okay, so now we've got the 34s. Now listen, 34 is traditionally more of a woman's size. You know, his and her time is a separation in our mind. Can anybody wear a 34? Of course. There's no rules and regulations when it comes to watches. This is your preference, right? This is your choice. Omega, my choice. See what I did there? But take a look. You still have these wonderful, wonderful colorways in a smaller watch. But what I love that they did here is, even though this is a 34 versus a 38, they're not scrimping on comfort. You still have that amazing comfort band. You still have all the quality of the master chronometer that's sizing things up and keeping you safe, warm, environmental. And what I love about this too is this gives you a variety to choose from. So I've got to tell you, when I saw this come out in all of the wonderful ads and campaigns and the launches over in the UK, I thought to myself, is it really changing and reinventing the Aqua Terra? As I play with them here in the boutique, I'm going to say emphatically yes. But that's part of the magic of really getting offline and coming here to a boutique versus searching for watches on a computer. There's nothing wrong if you can't get to a boutique, but this is, to me, this is the incremental distance. This, to me, is the experience that changes the way you think about something that you're going to wear physically on your wrist. So it's important to do so. This seemed like a fitting place to do this. Well, we have thoroughly enjoyed ourselves here. I will be very transparent with you. One of the things that I was sort of measuring as we came in here is, what is the environment like? Is it inviting? Is it someplace that I really want to relax, lounge, and stay in? Is it something that I want to explore from a product standpoint? Are the products laid out in a thoughtful way that I can do exactly that? And most importantly, how is the customer experience with the people? To me, brands are not just about the product that you wear on the wrist. It's about the people that you engage with. And I've got to tell you, from Joshua all the way through to his staff, the people here have been embracing exactly what I've been used to with the Omega brand all around the world. I love the consistency, but I love the uniqueness of what they're doing here at King of Prussia. And look, I've got an affinity for this place because this is my hometown Omega boutique. This is the one that's just a short car ride away for Danielle and I. So we'll be here often, exploring often. I feel like I'm at home. All right. In the meantime, this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you all real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.